from the island, from the northern Aegean actually, from the island of Chios. There is one village, particularly in Chios, called Neneta, and the dance is called Nenetusikos. And there's a small history behind this particular dance. You know, in the Greek islands, in the south and the Aegean and the north part and the Ionian Islands, many times they have been invaded by the pirates. And every so often the pirates, what they would do is they would go, what the pirates would do, they would just go into the villages, they would take all the people's wealth and money and food, they would rape women, they would walk, you know, off back on the boat and leave. No. This is pirates that came in, usually from Venice and Spain. But the Venetians are the ones that actually stigmatized most of the islands with their culture. And, well, yes, but they also, you know, it is written in many books that the Venetians have left their mark. You know, they didn't conquer the northern part of the Aegean. This is the thing. They conquered the Ionian Islands. Yeah, they were there for a while, but what has happened is that knowing, as we say, to stigmatize or to be able to make a contribution to the culture, it is not present from that, you know, from the Venetians in the northern Aegean Islands. However, though, when we go to the Ionian Islands, like in the island of Corfu, in the island of Kefalonia, in all the islands that are on the other side of Greece, they're very highly influenced by the Venetian culture. The music, the dance, the headpieces on the women. I mean, it's amazing. I mean, it's there. You could tell, and you can't say that it's not there. The only place that is, you know, on the Ionian Islands that I feel is not really influenced by the Venetians is the island of Lefkada, because what has happened is they've kept the musical instruments, what we call the traditional zilya, which consists of the clarinet, the santuri, the lauto, and the violet. And this is the traditional musical instruments that are played throughout the whole country of Greece. However, the costume, that's a different story. It is influenced by the Venetians again, especially, again, the headpiece and the long gown. It looks more like Victorian type of era. But going back to the Chios, when the pirates came in this particular village, one of the women was a newlywed, and she was abducted by the pirates. And they killed her husband, they raped her, and then they threw her overboard, thinking that she would not survive. And she swam through the shore, and the people, seeing her, she was half shamed and half wanted to survive, to go back in her house. So what she was doing is, according to the story, that she would walk towards the village, and then she would change her mind because of her shame, and she would go back again towards the water to commit suicide. So this would go on back and forth, not knowing what to do. According to the story, the mother comes up and starts, you know, telling her that, you know, let bygones be bygones. What happened has happened. You're very wealthy, you're very young, and you're very beautiful, and you will find another husband to, you know, to make your life all over again. And so they took this history and or story, and they made it into a dance and a song. And this is the dance we're going to do. Now, the northern part of the Aegean Islands, they're very unusual in the culture. They don't really have a lot of things in common with the southern part, like the Aegean Sea or the Cyclades, which are like right, like very close to Athens, as we say, the cloisters there. So in Icaria, for instance, which will be the next island we're going to touch on, and Chios and Samos, Mytilene, Limnos, each island has very unique dances, and they do have absolutely nothing in common with one another. I mean, to me that's amazing. They're so close, and yet, I mean, they don't even dance, in some of them, they don't even dance island style. Their styling in dancing, other than the Sertos, is very mainland. I don't know why. Maybe from the Asian miners coming in and changing. I don't know. I don't know why. Do you know why?
Maybe it is that the Ottomans took over Greece
Yeah, they have done that during the Byzantine period, actually. There was a lot of shifting. I know that part. The Ottomans, yeah. Mhm. Well, I know it's also been, people have shifted prior to that era too. During the Byzantine period, like they believe, or even prior to that, that the Cretans originally came from the Black Sea. Because supposedly the Arabs that took over Crete actually extinct everybody, just like killed everybody. So when the bishops came into power, supposedly they brought people from the Black Sea. I don't know, I'm not a historian, I really don't know. I just go what, what I find like people's, what they know from their grandparents and on and on and on. And then if I can read books, I cross-reference some of the stuff. Now, many of the stories, that stick to the folklore and the dancing and stuff, a lot of it is true, a lot of it may not be. I do not know. But this is how the people believe in it, and this is how the people create it. And this is why we have folklore. So the dance is called the Netusikos. And the unusual thing about the dance is they dance in groups of threes. So it would be like a group 1, 3 people, group 2, 3 people, group 3, 3 people, and group 4, 3 people. And they all dance in one circle. So, in other words, that this group of people should be standing about here. So you can move over, and you stay where you're at, and you just shift this group over, and this group shifts right here. Okay? That's it. Now, if there were more groups, they would be dancing opposite one another, or so on and so on. Right foot is free, 4 steps to the right. Ready? And step, 2, 3, touch, 4. Okay? We'll do the same thing now to the left. Ready? Left, 2, 3, 4. To the right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Left. 1, 2, 3. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and stop. The next 8 counts. Ready? Right foot and 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, touch, 8. Okay? It's a little weird shift. Okay? Ready? Right foot, second 8 count. 1, 2, 3, back, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, touch, 8. Do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, touch again. 1, 2, 3, push back. 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, touch, 8 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, touch, 8, and a 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, touch, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, and stop. Okay? First 8 count. Right foot in. 1, 2, 3, 4, left, 5, 6, 7, 8, second 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, beginning, and a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and Tira the line, in each group in other words, is a leader. So the leader improvises throughout, okay? It is very limited improvisation, okay? They don't do squats or jumps or anything like that, but what they do is they do turns, okay? And they try to have flair, I should say, and style when they do the dance in the front of the line. So this is the only difference actually. And however, it is primarily a woman's dance. Okay, if men decide to dance, they will be in between the women, okay, or at the end of the line. But usually a woman leads this. It's considered to be a woman's dance. Okay, let's do it with the music. Okay. direction you want. I can do this backwards. Yeah, you have the connection to the person and everything on dancing. Backwards and so on. Now we'll do a dance from Italia. This is also another island in the North region. And actually it's the only dance survived in this very large island. It's a pretty large island. But because what has happened is the people on the island have really moved quite a few times to empty out the island, especially during the Italian and German occupation of the country. And many of them were put on boats and they went to Asia Minor. And some of them told me they went as far as Persia. And then from Persia they moved everybody to Alexandria, Egypt. And then from Alexandria, when the war was over, many of them moved back again to the island of Picaria. There's a large community actually of Picariotes here in Jackson Heights in New York. And they kept this particular dance alive. They have a society, and they try to as much go back and remember, dances that they used to do. But the only dance that has actually survived is this particular one. It's a beautiful dance. It's a very peppy dance, and I think you're going to have a lot of fun, dancing this. It's a shoulder fold. Well, fun. There's two parts to the dance. One which is an introduction, and the second part which has a lot of the a little bit more complicated footwork. Okay, right foot. First part of the dance is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now the second part is like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay? This is the second part. We're going to do very slowly. Oh, sorry.
Because you like salsa.
I don't know, but this is like, remember we did Balaris, did we do Balaristos here? For
Yes.
Mykonos, remember?
Yes.
Remember the little shift that it had, step, hop, and switch? Okay, this is very common from that part of the Aegean Sea in towards the Athens. This particular movement is very common for that whole area. Okay, so right foot is free, it's off the floor, and as you step into the right foot, you're going to kick out your left. So you do switch. It's like passing something like a ball, kicking it, or whatever. Okay, it's like sometimes, you just don't want to step, you sort of like want to, but you don't, and then you jump into it. It's the same concept. So, we just like switch. Now, the second count is a hop, okay? And you bend the foot at the same time, so this would be 2. Okay, so this is your second count. Now, if you can get this first 3 steps, that's the whole dance. Everything else is just easy, walk steps. Okay, right foot off the floor, and we'll do 1, 2. Okay, again, ready? And 1, 2, Again, ready? 1, 2. Again. 1, 2. Again. 1, 2. Again. Switch, hop. Again. Switch, hop. Now, step back. Okay? And you're going to end up again with the right foot free. Ready? And 1, 2, 3. Again. 1, 2, 3. Again. 1, 2, 3. Switch, hop, step. 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 Guess what the rhythm is?
Slow, quick.
That's right. It's like I told you, you can't go wrong if you think slow, quick, and Greek music and dance. It's like you can't go wrong.
Most of it in 7/8, is that one?
No, they don't count. They count it really strange. Yeah, some people, some musicians, they count it in 7/8, like Kalamationos, for instance, which is 7/8. But some of them count it in total different numbers. And we gave me and another girl that did Latin notation here in the United States. I made copies of some of the music, and we gave it like to 3 different people. They all came up with different counts.
Okay.
Musicians came up with different counts. Professors in college came up with different counts. And we counted as teachers, we counted absolutely different.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's confusing, I think. Folk music basically is confusing. It really is. Okay. Let's go back to those first 3 counts. Ready? Right foot off. And switch, hop, step. Slow, quick, quick. 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 Now, the key is to be able to have your right foot off the floor. In order to be able, because the way we're doing it now as exercise, this is the way the sequence finishes, with the foot right here. Because it works out to be 7, 8, 9, see, and we're right here on the 9th count. And then the sequence starts all over. Ready? Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Okay? You got up to there? Yes? Okay. Now, let's go on to 4, 5, 6. So this would be 4, 5, 6. Okay? It is important in order to be able to have the style of the dance that you shift the weight with your knees on the toes. So you're on the toes off the floor and you're shifting knees, knees, knees. Okay? So the whole weight shift. Try not to do this. Okay? Usually that's what the body does because it's easier. Because, but if you shift the weight, the styling is there. Okay? Ready? Let's start from the beginning. Right foot off the floor and switch, hop, cross, right, 2, 3. Okay? Right foot. Let's do this from the beginning. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? Again, ready? Right foot. And slow, quick, quick. Slow, quick, quick. Now, the next 3 counts. This would be 7, 8, 9. You cross in front twice with your left foot. Okay? Let's go slowly. Right foot and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now, I'm going to show you two styles of the dance. You choose which one you want to do. Both of them are correct. One is the old style into the dance, and which was also accompanied by an old melody. And the other one is the newer style of the dance, which the newer generation dances. So the song of Farios, and many more people that came up with, okay, this particular melody, okay? You could choose whichever one you want. I mean, for me personally, I choose the old one, of course. But for many people, they prefer the newer version because it's more peppy and it's more jumpy. I particularly like the older one. Now, the older version, which I don't remember the melody, goes like this. Okay? The newer version, okay, is like this. Yeah. They do bigger steps, they run more to the right, and they do more pops. So, but knowing, if you go to folk dance nights or you come across an old version of the music, which I don't have, okay, you might see people doing ikarioticos in that melody. Don't, you know, like don't start thinking it's not right or whatever. It is right, okay? And if you use like what I use, I like this melody because it has a beautiful violin change towards the end of the melody. And it sounds like really nice. So you could do both with no problem, okay? And you could just choose to do this, that's fine, because, you know, my feeling is, remember we did Susta? Okay? This is, I think it's connected. Because when I documented these old women, like 7 old women that were born in Icaria and they grew up with the dance, they did Susta, you know, in the first 3 steps. So I think there's a connection there in the dance, okay?
What's the name of this one?
Ikarioticos, but they call it karioticos without the, okay, not on here.
Well, it has 2 lines. They lie, all lie.
What is the leader? What is the leader going to do?
A lot of stuff.
με στη μοναξιά που δεν
One very particular variation that men do is the squat. Okay? And this is very common. All the men that have been dancing it, up front and stuff, they get more peppier, even though the rest of the line maintains the very subtleness of the dance. The front, however, does change. Okay? And in many cases, they switch the handhold, the first two leaders, okay? And they do a handhold like this, because the leader, when they do this, okay, they'll go all the way down to their knees, and then, part of the variation. So it really is very uncomfortable to do it from the shoulder. So they change, okay? Sometimes now, the younger generation lets go of the line, but it's not common. And people, when they see this, they tell them, don't change the dance. They try to maintain it because it is the only dance that they have on the island. So if they destroy this one, there isn't anything, around. So let's try doing the squat. You don't have to go all the way down. Just like, so you know what count it's done on. Okay? Yeah, and women could go also like a quarter of the way in reverse. Okay? So if you, ready? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So the squat is done on the 7th count. Okay? Right foot and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay? Try not to have weight on the right foot. Okay? Because when you come out of the squat, it's almost like a shuffle. Because you don't have enough time to go back into the basic. Okay? Ready? Right foot in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now, also, try to jump into the squat. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, there's a slight jump there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's it. What it does is it creates a flowing style that's necessary for exams. Okay, now, the pivot, okay, or heel pivot. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay? Again, it's on the 7th count. On the 7th count. Ready? Right foot and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay? Yeah, right now I can't hold on to anything, so I'm falling, you know, but the idea is they get on their heel and they pivot on their heel. So it would be 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3. Okay? They do pivot on their heel. Yeah. Yes? You got it? Two of them? Yeah, because you don't have to. Yeah. Okay, let's do those two. Okay? Basic, ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2. Basic, 3, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 with a squat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, basic, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, pivot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. You're all having a problem from the 9 to 1, right? Yeah. Okay. This is 7, 8, 9, 1. You have to jump into the right foot. Otherwise, the body has to take more time if you're going to try to step into it. It's not fast enough. So from here, it would be left, it would be 7, 8, 9, 1. From the same phase you're standing at. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3. You have to start the sequence exactly from the same spot you're doing the pivoting from. Okay? If you try to step to the right, you lost it because you're going to be out of rhythm. So it is important. 7, 8, 9, 1. Right there. Just bend your foot back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2. That's it. You got it? Yeah. Good. Now, kick back. Okay? This is a kickback. Not interest or money. This is the kickback. Okay? So, you have. Oh, don't make it over now. Okay, ready? So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay? So this comes out to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you do left, right, left, switch. Yes?
Yeah, back, forward, and forward.
Right. It's the same pattern except you do kicks. Okay? The pattern does not change because it's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? You do exactly the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. See, instead, you substitute the kicks for the body weight shift. Okay? So that becomes kicks now instead of just shifting the weight. Ready? Right foot, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, now. 1, 2, 3, left, right, and forward. Yeah, the left goes crosses back. Left crosses back, right forward, and then a little scissor to switch.
And then 2 more steps to finish it?
Yeah, you have to complete the sequence at all times. Ready? Right foot, the kick, and 1, 2, 3, left, right, and cross. 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You got it? Good. Now, you have the basic squat, pivot, and kick, and kicks. Okay? So far we have 3 variations with the basic. And there's stamping, done by the man, and slapping. Okay? Which we could do that later if you want. And the front of the line, okay, the leader also does turns. Okay? I'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It seems throughout the whole dance that everything that is done basically is in 7 with the exception of the kickbacks. Okay? But anything that they try to do, they do on the 7th count. Okay?
Aside from the turn, the other variations you showed us, are they done individually whenever the dancer wants to?
Yeah. We don't have any dances in Greece that, that's for the whole chorus. It's always leaders doing all of this. Dance groups, many times, I think I said this last week too, change the dance and they do variations for the whole group because they do stage performances. But, unfortunately, this has not been incorporated in very highly in the Greek dances, which makes it, more, at least I look for the real McCoy. I don't want to use choreographed version of the dances, like Miseru, for instance. Remember, which I told you that this woman didn't have the music and you had, no original tribute music. She had a music group because it fitted. She came up with a dance because they thought, and she's, and everybody in the United States is like, I was like, do you know Miseru? I'm like, what is it? I didn't even know the song actually. So I grew up in the United States, but I grew up within the Greek community. Nobody knew Miseru in the Greek community.
Well, when your group does a performance on stage, you strictly do...
We strictly do 90% authentic dancing. We do not do choreography, even though now...
How do you keep facing your audience if you're going around in a circle?
We learn the music.
And
then we start facing the audience, and we finish facing the audience. What we do is, let's say this is the audience, okay, and the song is coming to an end just about here, and I know for a fact that that's the end. I run, and I pull everybody around to face the audience. See, so...
But that's the extent of your choreography.
That's the extent of the choreography, and what we use is, we use a lot of different dances to be able to give the appearance of excitement,
Right.
Because if you do a dance for the next 3.5 minutes, and the people, they get bored. They cannot, you can't keep the public going. But what we do is we train the dancers to express inside feeling, emotion. So when I work with them, I work a lot of what it means to dance folk dancing. It doesn't mean, something, just an idea. It means an emotion. It means a culture. You might not be Greek. You might not be Bulgarian. You might not be Yugoslav or Northern European. It doesn't matter. But if you attach yourselves to a particular culture, then, folk dance represents history and represents the people of that particular area. So, we need to respect that, not to be able just to take it and just do whatever we want with it. I mean, we have a history which is just told you about, the dance previous to this one from Chios, about the pirates coming in. If you change the dance and you make like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and you change the sequence, it no longer signifies that the woman was going towards home to her mother, and then she decided to go back again into the water to commit suicide. Of course, many of these things will disappear in the Cold War. Some people do not agree with my approach, but I know for a fact that I have good results with the youth in the United States. I mean, I have traveled throughout the whole United States, making my movement and stigma and agriculture to be maintained and survive in the United States. They invited me back to Greece. I went to some of the most, like Dora Strato and the Lyceum, and I did workshops and what I do. I mean, there must be something, I must be doing something right. So, like this is not choreographed versions of the dances. This is the real dances. And if you find yourselves into one of these parties, and you could find like people from Ikaria, from the island, or from Chios, and you do these dances with them, I mean, that's the real thing. And this is what I teach. Yeah. What?
I said, so we're going to go to all the islands.
Of course, why not?
So let's
If you go, like we did, like last week we did so many dances, remember, like Mykonos, if you go to any of the Kykladen, Cyclides, which is Paros and Amorvos, and I mean, there's like 30, 40 different islands, maybe even probably more. They all do this dance. They picked it up from Mykonos, and everybody's doing it now because television and radio and boats coming back and forth, exchange. You could do this, and you're going to have a great time doing it, and you're going to see like all the villagers do, dance with you, the local people. And that's what's important, that you can learn, local dancing in the United States, and you can go, and you can participate. That's pretty part of that. Okay, let's go back to the dance now. Do you still remember the variations?
Yeah. Sure.
All right, show me. Ready? Basic first. Ready? Right foot. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Squat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Basic. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pivot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Basic. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Kickback. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Stop. Okay? Review? Okay. Okay. Variation 1. Okay? One thing I also need to tell you is that when you do the dance, make sure you move sideways and you always facing the center. Okay? And there's a theory why our dances are circular. Okay? Because, see, remember I told you last week we're connected to the ancient times? In the temples, they used to then started out into the temples, for praying to the god. It didn't start out for the public. Later, it became part of the public, in hundreds of years, of course. And this is why it goes counterclockwise also, not only because of the right side, which is better than the left, but also the earth rotates in this particular fashion. So there's also philosophy why, we move the dances in this particular way. So it was focused in the middle, energy, okay? To the Pandeyans and the Black Sea still danced, their dances until in the 40s and 50s in a complete circle. Okay, they did not dance in half circles. They danced in complete. So it is important that when you move in any of these dances, focusing is always in the center. Okay, and when you do the shifting, try not to lift your feet off the floor. Okay. So it should be a shifting of the whole body, okay, rather than to be able to do right, left, right. So it should be like shift, shift, and cross. Step, step, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Stop. You can also move your hips a little bit, right and left, but very tiny movements. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, but it should be done very gently. Okay, and that helps to be able to focus more. Okay, variation. The first one we said was a squat, and this is done on the 7th count. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes? Okay. Who wants to remember that? Let's have one dancer remember really clearly one variation. So this way, when you do the dance again and again, you know, you'll be able to, I mean, I love this dance, you can tell, right? Okay. So, who wants to remember the squat? So this way, we never forget it. Okay. Okay.
That's your intent.
That's fine. Okay. Let's go into the second variation, which is the pivot. Okay. Ready? So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's the left foot that comes out, and it's on the heel. So this would be 7, 8, 9, 1. Okay? So 7th count would be the pivot. Okay? Who feels very comfortable with this one? Yeah, you have like rubber soles that doesn't really. Okay, ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes? Good. Third one, kicks. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay? Instead of doing right, left, right, we do 1, 2, 3. Okay? And then instead of stepping to the left, we do kick, and switch. Okay? Ready? Right foot. And 1, 2, 3. Left, right, and cross. Step, step. 1, 2, 3. Left, right, and cross. Step, step. 1, 2, 3. Left, right, and cross. Step, step. 1, 2, 3. Left, right, and cross. Step, step. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3. Left, right, right, cross. Step, step. Yep? Good. Continue the music. Okay, shoulder hold. Now I watch you dance. Yeah, I want to watch you dance.
What would you start the,
Yeah, you can start with introduction. Yeah.
after that, when do we start? Is there a change?
As soon as the vocal part comes up, you finish your sequence and you go into the second part of the dance, or the actual, part of the dance. Ready? And.
Και αφού νόσα εγώ
basic. 6, 11, left, right, and front. 11, basic. 10, now, 7, one more, 7. Good. Okay.
Should we do, all right, will you put the ice cream in? And let's do one of the dances that we did last week, and then we'll take the break.
Okay, let's do what side we did last week.
Not yet, one more.
Okay, we'll do a dance from Macedonia, which is called Petrula. This is, again, primarily a woman's dance. Yeah, it's a woman's dance. But in some areas, also men dance this. It's also very common to make two lines in Macedonia and many other parts of Greece. Like the women would make one lineup on the inside, and the men would make another lineup on the inside, on the outside of the circle. I'm sorry?
I don't think while you're learning.
But you could, if you know, if you have a lot of people and you don't have enough space, you can make two lines, like, you know, the diplosporos, as we refer to, which is very common in Greece. Okay? The dance starts on the left foot and do heel, hop, step. That's right, hop, step. Okay? Let's do this again. Ready? And heel, hop, step, heel, hop again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. On the 6th count, step towards the right. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, yeah, ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Skip, hop. Okay, skip, hop. Ready? And heel, hop, step, heel, hop, step, skip, hop. Switch the weight. You need to switch the weight, like you have to do a jump. Okay? Ready? And heel, hop, step, heel, hop, step, skip, hop, switch. Heel, hop, step, heel, hop, step, skip, hop, switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Follow? The new trick and the skip, hop, step. Okay. Heel, hop, step. Heel, hop, step, skip. No, you gotta skip. Ready? How about, okay, let me just take it one level lower. Yeah?
Okay.
Like that. Heel, lift, step. Heel,